guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to the skies of Kentucky, 2 different locations. We're going to the skies of Florida, 2 different locations. We're going down to Australia. More fascinating footage to share with you guys in this video. We're going to start in Florida. This video has narration, multiple witnesses. Here we go.
Where are they? Oh, right there. All right, my dog starts barking. I come outside. There's orange things. Actually, I looked out the window. There's orange lights. Just weird. Oh man, I wish this camera was better at capturing this.
So there are these things.
Guys.
People get for Christmas.
Hey, come here. What are those? Because I just watched them come from over there. I saw them out the window and I was like, oh, what is that? Because they were bright orange. What's that? Is that a red one? Do you guys see these? Do you see them?
I'm not getting shot. I'm going inside.
Look, what the is that? That is not an airplane. Also, they are silent.
Can you shut up?
Holy I'm freaking the out,
In
guys.
the middle of the night on Christmas Eve, go the inside.
Are you seeing this?
Nobody cares. Go inside.
Everybody in the...
Shut the fuck up.
It's all over the news. Everybody cares.
Who
What
cares?
is that? I mean, I want a logical explanation. Is it a Chinese lantern? Is it a drone? Is it a... Oh.
People are starting to ask questions. Micah saw these in the sky, and these were not Chinese lanterns, as they were stationary. There was a pair of orange lights sitting right there in the nighttime sky. Typically, Chinese lanterns move with the wind through the sky and have a hard time remaining stationary, to be honest. These did not look like Chinese lanterns. They weren't making any noise. As she said, they were silent. They weren't airplanes. They weren't helicopters. And the one gentleman said he was going inside. He didn't want anything to do with those. That was on Christmas Eve in Florida. Now we're going to the skies of Kentucky. Not sure of the date. I believe this was 2 or 3 days ago, as I just got the email. Notice the blinking lights up here in the proximity of the moon. Check that out. This video had music in the background, so I had to turn the volume completely down. They were talking about these mysterious lights blinking in the sky that, again, don't appear to be airplanes, don't appear to be helicopters. I suppose they could be drones, but they're definitely not balloons or Chinese lanterns. But these things were way up in the sky, very bright pulsating lights. Right here they said they're moving around. It's weird. And again, there was music, so I had to remove the audio. But they sent me 2 videos. That was video number 1 from Lincoln County, Kentucky. Here's video number 2 of mysterious blinking objects in the sky. These appeared to be a little lower. The first ones were much higher up in the sky. You're going to see objects moving across the screen from right to left. They were very intrigued by these things, whatever they were. And again, they weren't airplanes or helicopters. These were mysterious objects in the nighttime sky that had no explanation and no sound. I'm not quite sure what that is. That could have been either Venus or Jupiter, as they're both visible in the evening sky after sunset. Venus is in the western sky and Jupiter's in the eastern sky. This moving across the screen is not a planet, it's not a star, and again, it doesn't appear to be an airplane or a helicopter. It's got this very random sequence, and at times, it looks like a larger object. You're going to see an object over here to the left that definitely looks like a larger craft, not one independent blinking light. This one here kind of looks like a blinking light, but again, at times, you can see other features around this thing, so I'm not quite sure what Jerry caught here above Kentucky. Right there, did you see that? That thing has some size to it, whatever it was. And there's not only one, but there's 2. You're going to see another one here in a minute. I'm still getting videos on a daily basis. There's definitely something going on in the skies above the earth, and it's not isolated to just the United States. Like I said, I've seen footage out of Germany. I've seen footage out of Australia. Watch over here to the left. There's another one that enters the field of view, traveling in the opposite direction from left to right. This one here picked up the sequence a little bit on the blinking, and then there's another one, almost as if it's communicating with that one. And that doesn't look like a typical orb. It looks like it has features to it. But again, it was too far away, too dark to tell exactly what this thing was. But one thing we do know, it wasn't an airplane, wasn't a helicopter, and these things were silent. They did not make any noise. This one here, as it's moving across, looks like it has maybe some smaller lights around the larger primary light that we see blinking. Not quite sure what they spotted, but something mysterious appears in the sky above Kentucky. Check this out. This is the Soho LASCO C3 spacecraft that monitors the sun from the Earth. This thing orbits the sun with the Earth. So whatever these objects are that were interacting with the satellite here less than 48 hours ago, you can see they have a very unique personality, and they left behind a curved light signature on the spacecraft. What in the world is going on here? Look at that. I mean, they almost look like Christmas ornaments interacting with the spacecraft. Once again, this is the Soho spacecraft that orbits the sun with the Earth, going to the site right here. I paused it on 12:25 at 23:06. There they are, whatever they were. Looks like some sort of a debris field swarmed the satellite that's, again, back here at the Earth. And they were there very briefly. There I just stepped it forward 10 minutes later, and they disappeared. There they are again, swarming the satellite. Step it back, and they're gone. So there was some sort of activity in the skies up here swarming the satellites very briefly on Christmas. There have been a series of M-class solar flares. The X-ray flux is showing 1, 2, 3, at least 5 M-class solar flares in the last 72 hours, looking at the Schumann resonance. All in all, pretty quiet the last week. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity up here at Mammoth Fault. For some reason, an absence of data at several of the seismographs across the middle of the caldera. Other than that, nothing major going on at the supervolcano. And just north of 30,000 customers without power in the state of Oregon, more than likely due to inclement weather. Want to take you guys now down to Australia. From Cronulla, Sydney, Australia, looking out off the coast, he couldn't help but notice this massive cloud that was shaped like a huge blimp. Said it looked completely out of place. It didn't even look natural. It looked like a man-made structure just sitting off the coast of Australia. Get a load of that thing, would you? How cool is that? It does. It looks like a version of a massive blimp just hanging above the water, very low to the ground, probably not even 200 feet off the ground. Look at that. Maybe 300 tops. Just kind of cruising along the coast of Sydney, Australia. That is absolutely wild. And it does look like it's of intelligent origin. Great video footage. Want to take you guys now to the daytime skies of Florida and Kentucky. Here we go. Video footage sent in by Eric from 12/20 of 2024 at 3:11 p.m. Looked up and saw those in the daytime sky. Are you serious right now? Let me pause this. Look at that. They were just sitting there. They reminded me of the orange lights that were spotted on Christmas Eve from Florida in the nighttime sky. And these are about the same size and about the same distance apart as the ones that Micah saw. Micah saw some lights at night that were orange. These are in broad daylight, and they're bright white. Incredible video footage here. Here I zoomed in to get a better look at whatever these things were. They look very random. They don't look perfectly round. They don't look square. They don't look diamond-shaped. Not quite sure what's going on. They're not blinking, and they appear to be stationary. These were spotted in the skies above Vero Beach, Florida. Again, on the 20th of December, so things are starting to get active once again. And these are just the videos that I've received. This is a modified format of the original video, trying to pull forward any possible recognizable features, and there were none. They almost looked like cotton balls in the daytime sky that were glowing. Check that out. This is an inverted format. Light is dark, darkest light. And coming up is a slightly different format, but the primary is light to dark, dark to light, trying to pull forward, again, any possible features. What in the world was going on in the sky above Vero Beach, Florida, less than a week ago? Some sort of possible mysterious orbs in broad daylight. And here they appeared to blink. I don't know if they just went out of focus, and then he refocused the camera, but you can kind of see him hanging around right there. You can see something there, and then they reappear again, and then disappear again. So I don't know if they went out of focus, but that's what was spotted in the sky above Vero Beach, Florida. Kentucky sky, high-speed black object in the daytime sky. I mean, this thing was cruising along above Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, 6/23 of 2024. This goes back to June of 2024, spotted by Robert C. This video has narration. Here we go.
Is that a balloon? It's a balloon. It has to be.
Did you guys notice how fast this thing was moving through the sky? I mean, granted, yes, it could have been a balloon, but it's not real wobbly. It almost looks like it's under intelligent control. Could have been a drone moving through the daytime sky. It seems pretty steady, and it seems very fast. So I zoomed in on it to take a closer look. And here we go. I go up real tight on this thing. I'm looking for some sort of a string hanging off the bottom because this thing was decent size. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't small either. And I never saw anything hanging off of the bottom of it. And again, this thing almost appeared to be under intelligent control. So it could have been a drone. It definitely was not a balloon or a helicopter. This was spotted in the skies of Kentucky in broad daylight. Check that out. It's not wobbling, bouncing around like a balloon would. We've all seen balloons drifting through the daytime sky, and they're very obvious. They're wavy, wobbly, kind of all over the place. This thing's very steady, and it's very fast. Great observation from the daytime skies of Kentucky. Wanted to share with you guys something that was shared with me. They asked me if I could possibly analyze this video footage, and I did. And this video also had music in the background, so I had to turn the audio off. It was sent in by Tammy. She was just simply recording her phone, looking at these fiery-looking objects falling through the sky. What these are, I've actually seen these in person. These are people in parachutes with pyrotechnics attached to their boots. And that's what's creating the long, what looks like a fireball tail in the sky. And here they branch apart and they open their parachutes and they'll slow down drastically as they're coming down towards the ground. Notice how they slow down and almost hang in the sky there? That's because they just deployed their parachutes. And they're just far enough away to see that you can't see the parachutes. But notice how they're kind of hanging around in the sky, and then you'll see them kind of go side to side. Those are parachute pyrotechnics falling through the nighttime sky. Those are very cool. And if you don't know what they are and you're not expecting them, they do look very mysterious indeed. I'd like to thank Shiner Dryden out of Idaho for the incredible artwork. What a cool avatar. And she sent me a very nice email, which I really appreciated. She said she created this all on her own. This was not AI. That is really, really cool. You are super talented. Thanks for sharing. If you guys have any photos or videos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red banner that says, have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.